my undivided attention. I have worked closely with Reed Richards and his family over the years. If I have learned one thing about them, it is that they always have a way of turning up when you need them the most. There are few who have had more experience facing Victor Von Doom than the Fantastic Four. We have not merely gained additional allies. We have found the world's foremost experts in Doom's devious ways. Doom is more than a ruthless tyrant and a powerful sorcerer. He is also a master strategist. Whatever his plan may be, I am certain it is already further in motion than any of us realize. Let us hope it can still be stopped.
Got something to say? Oh yeah, I visit the negative zone all the time, when I'm not busy cleaning up the streets or taking out mob bosses. No, you idiot. Do I look like the kind of guy who hops between dimensions for fun? You're wrong there. Just give me some ammo and point me towards someone or something threatening innocent lives, and I'll show you a party.
It's certainly nice to see some familiar faces around these parts. Hard to say. Time works differently in the negative zone. My husband has a complex equation for calculating the temporal variances. But let's just say we've been here long enough. Thanos? Well, the fact that you're still alive means you must have handled him well enough without us. And we had threats of our own to deal with. Exactly. We were pursuing him across multiple dimensions as he gathered up the pieces of a dead space god. Victor has never been one to think small. The fact that you're asking suggests that he probably already has. Which means we'd better get back to Earth as quickly as possible, while there's still an Earth to get back to.
You look like you have questions. This is the negative zone. To put it simply, it is an alternate dimension composed completely of antimatter. We were chasing Victor Von Doom across the multiverse as he collected the scattered remains of a fallen Celestial. When we reached the negative zone, our ship suffered a catastrophic failure. Doom escaped back to our reality. We weren't so lucky. Victor managed to locate an Infinity Stone. Fascinating. We missed far more than I anticipated during our unexpected exile. If Doom manages to use that stone to revive the Celestial, the ramifications will be disastrous. Not just for Earth, but perhaps for our entire plane of existence. I'm in the process of constructing an interdimensional bridge from key components we salvaged from our ship. It's nearly complete. I just need a suitable cosmic power source. And I think I know exactly the place to find one.
Glad you came to save the day. I sure couldn't. I'm supposed to be an ace pilot, right? But instead, I ended up crashing our fancy ship and stranding us in this freak show of a dimension. Hey, they ain't just my team, pal. The FF are my family. Reed and Susie. Heck, even her annoying kid brother Johnny. They took me in as one of their own when no one else would. The fact that I might have put him in danger breaks my rocky heart. Of course he does. Stretcher always has a million backup plans in that big brain of his. But this time, I think I'm gonna let him steer the ship. Meanwhile, I'll stick to the only skill that ain't never failed me. Punch and stuff to pieces.
This is quite a search party. You guys must have really missed me. Look, I'll take any kind of comfort I can get right now. My brother-in-law drags us to the negative zone all the time to run his zany experiments. But even after all these years, this place always makes my skin crawl. Yeah. Less a fan of their boss, Annihilus. That guy has caused us more trouble than you can imagine. His cosmic control rod lets him command a huge bug army, which apparently comes in handy when your only goal is the utter annihilation of everything. Take away his power at the source, I guess. But even without Annihilus controlling it, those swarms won't stop coming until they've eaten their fill. So, if you don't want to be on the menu, you should probably help us find a way home quick.
Hey there, how's it going? I'm totally chill. Seriously, my body instantly adjusted to the frigid temperatures in this weird void of a dimension. But you guys have got to be freezing. Well, you could always go stand next to the Human Torch to try to warm yourself up. That guy might as well add something worthwhile to the team for once. The whole fire and ice thing didn't clue you in? Honestly though, even if our powers weren't polar opposites, our personalities would still clash. Johnny thinks he's the funniest, most charming hero around, but he seems to forget that role is already taken by yours truly.
I'll cover you.
In order to activate the interdimensional bridge, we'll require an adequate energy source. Annihilus's cosmic control rod should provide the power.
You know, I really hate being the flame when there's so many mobs around.
Somebody call an exterminator!
Despite their aggressive nature, these insectoids are truly intriguing specimens.
I love you, Reed. You always manage to find the bright side when we're about to be eaten alive.
Yeah! Burn them! Burn them all!
Well, it ain't no yellow brick road, but something tells me we should follow this path.
No matter how many times we venture into the negative zone, there are always new wonders to behold.
Is this what you consider a wonder, Reed? Because if so, we have very different definitions of that word.
Right. Even the baby bugs are hideous. The thing's about to get a whole lot uglier.
It goes against all my instincts. The only way to stop them is to crush their eggs before they can hatch.
Ah, right. They make them with wings now, too?
Look out! The insectoids are attacking from the skies now as well.
Oh, man. That weird goo they're drinking is restoring their health.
Exposure to these antimatter deposits seems to reverse these arthropods' ability to regenerate vitality. Perhaps we can use that to our advantage. This is where I've been constructing my interdimensional bridge. Once it's fully powered, it should return us safely back home.
That's so hot! About time! I was starting to wonder when we was gonna find a real challenge in this place.
Only you would think that surviving a dimension full of hungry alien insects was too easy, then.
Well, you know me, Susie Q. I got a reputation to uphold.
We're getting close to Annihilus. Can you guys hear the creepy chattering in the back of your brains too, or is this just me?
Interesting. That object was a physical manifestation of pure antimatter.
And I guess it don't matter that we busted it.
We still need to use caution. Exposure to antimatter could have potentially devastating results.
Now we're cooking!
I think we've found the insectoids' breeding grounds.
That is totally not something I ever want to think about, sis.
Then it's a good thing thinking is so far down your list of superpowers, kid.
Hope to survive Annihilus's hordes. We can't allow ourselves to hold back.
Squash all bugs. Got it!
Even I could have come up with that plan, big brain.
Yeah.
So glad you came, heroes. Annihilus has millions of mouths to feed. Let the feast begin!
Sorry, Ugly. Supper time's canceled. It's clobbering time!
Once we have consumed you, we will devour your dimension for dessert!
My abs are losing definition just thinking about all those empty calories.
You shall be exterminated! My children have waited an eternity for a feast as grand as this!
Well, my children are expecting us home in time for dinner, so let's get this over with already.
Flee back to your pathetic dimension while there is still flesh on your bones!
Oh, is that an option? Because if it is, I'm okay with that.
Time to feast! Merely delay your fate! None will survive my annihilation way!
I've seen that future, Annihilus. I'm glad to squash it before it advances.
Wait! My cosmic control rod! How?
Poor guy. Never saw it coming.
Well, he certainly saw it going. And he doesn't seem happy about it.
Devour them and return to me what is mine!
This seems like the ideal time to make a strategic retreat.
Take that! Whoa! Talk about a hot pursuit!
Hey, Matchstick! Less jokes, more flames!
The rod should power the interdimensional bridge. Now, it's just up to us to make it to the other side. And to make sure no one follows us home.
Yeah, about that, Stretcho. Whose home did you send us to exactly?